Imagine gripping a rope, holding on for dear life. The tighter you hold, the deeper it burns into your skin. But what if I told you the pain isn't from the rope itself, it's from your refusal to let go? Every day, we cling to things that weigh. Us down past mistakes, grudges, disappointments, anxieties about the future. We believe that if we hold on tight enough, we can somehow change the past or control the future. But the truth, the tighter we grip, the more we suffer. This is where Stoicism offers a radical alternative, the art of letting go. The ancient Stoics mastered emotional resilience not by suppressing their emotions, but by understanding and relinquishing attachment to what they couldn't control. In this guide, we will explore how you too can practice the Stoic way of letting go, gaining emotional freedom, peace, and unshakable strength in the process. The illusion of control. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is one fundamental truth. There are things within our control, and there are things beyond our control. This principle, famously outlined by Epictetus, is the foundation of emotional mastery. We suffer when we confuse the two. We agonize over what others think of us, replay past failures in our minds, and stress over unpredictable futures. But what if we could free ourselves from this self-inflicted torment? The Stoics teach us that peace comes when we shift our focus entirely to what we can control: our actions, our judgments, and our attitudes. When we accept that external events are beyond us, we free ourselves from the exhausting need to manipulate reality to fit our desires. Letting go is not about giving up, it's about reclaiming our energy and directing it toward what truly matters. Emotional detachment versus indifference. One common misconception about Stoicism is that it encourages cold indifference. This is a misinterpretation. The Stoics didn't seek to become emotionless. They sought to master their emotions so that emotions didn't master them. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, understood this well. He experienced immense loss, political betrayal, and personal hardships, yet he remained unshaken. Why? Because he practiced emotional detachment without apathy. He felt grief, but he did not let grief consume him. He felt anger, but he did not let anger dictate his actions. Emotional mastery is not about suppression. It's about understanding emotions for what they are: natural responses, not commands. When we recognize that emotions are transient and often beyond our control, we learn to let them pass like waves rather than drowning in them. Letting go of the past. Many of us carry regrets like a burden strapped to our backs. We replay old mistakes, dwell on lost opportunities, and wish we had acted differently. But the past is immovable. No amount of wishing can alter what has already transpired. So why do we cling to it? The Stoics remind us that regret is wasted energy. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." The pain we feel from past mistakes often comes not from the event itself, but from our unwillingness to release it. A practical Stoic exercise to combat this is writing a letter to your past self. Express what you have learned, acknowledge your mistakes, and then, most importantly, burn the letter. The physical act of destroying it symbolizes your commitment to moving forward. The past only holds power over you if you continue to breathe life into it. 4. Overcoming attachment to outcomes. One of the greatest sources of suffering comes from our attachment to outcomes. We set expectations, envision specific results, and when reality deviates from our script, we feel disappointed, frustrated, even defeated. But the Stoics teach us an invaluable lesson: focus on the effort, not the outcome. We can control our actions, but not the results. Epictetus famously said, "Do your duty and let go of the rest." This means that our only responsibility is to do our best. The rest is out of our hands. Imagine a student preparing for an exam. They can study diligently, practice, and do their utmost to understand the material. But once the test begins, their control ends. Worrying about the grade is futile because the outcome is no longer within their influence. What matters is the effort they put in, not the final number on the page. By shifting our focus to the process rather than the result, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. We let go of the illusion that we can control everything, and in doing so, we gain true mastery over our emotions and our lives. 5. Cultivating daily Stoic habits. Practicing Stoicism is not just about reading philosophy, it's about embedding its principles into everyday life. Start your day with a moment of reflection. Before the rush of responsibilities sets in, take a few minutes in solitude. Ask yourself, what obstacles might I face today? Imagine the difficulties ahead not as a pessimist, but as a Stoic. Picture scenarios where things go wrong, delays, misunderstandings, failures. Then, prepare your mind to respond with patience, resilience, and wisdom. This daily mental exercise fortifies you against frustration. Throughout the day, remind yourself of what you can control. When stress arises, pause and recognize that external events do not control your emotions, only your perception does. Seneca advised, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." If you can master your perception, you master your experience. Keep a Stoic journal where you write down setbacks, and analyze them. Instead of complaining about what went wrong, write about how you handled it and how you can improve. Over time, this practice will sharpen your mental resilience. Enduring hardships with Stoic strength. Difficulties are inevitable, but the Stoic does not see them as punishment. Rather, they are opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius viewed obstacles as the way forward. When hardship strikes, do not ask, "Why me?" Instead, ask, "How can I grow from this?" Adopt the mindset that every challenge strengthens you. If you feel overwhelmed by setbacks, recall Epictetus's words, "Man is not disturbed by things but by the view he takes of them." When facing hardships, practice voluntary discomfort. Occasionally, deprive yourself of small comforts, cold showers, fasting, sleeping on the floor. This ancient Stoic practice prepares you for real adversity. If you can endure discomfort on your own terms, you'll be less shaken when life imposes it upon you. When misfortune arrives, you will not be caught off guard. You will be ready. Practicing mindfulness through negative visualization. Negative visualization is not a one-time exercise. It is a practice to integrate into life. As you walk down the street, imagine losing your ability to walk. When you eat, consider what it would be like to go hungry. When with loved ones, picture a world without them, not to bring sadness, but to cultivate deep gratitude. Seneca advised us to live each day as if it were our last, not in recklessness, but in mindfulness. When you acknowledge the fragility of everything around you, you cherish life more. This practice transforms everyday experiences. Mundane moments become precious. A simple meal, a conversation, a moment of silence, all gain a new weight. You stop postponing happiness. The small irritations of life traffic, waiting in lines, minor inconveniences lose their power over you because, in the grand scheme of things, they are insignificant. You learn to be present, to appreciate what you have before it's gone, becoming indifferent to external validation. A Stoic does not seek approval. Public opinion is fleeting. One day you may be praised, the next criticized. If your happiness depends on the opinions of others, you are at their mercy. Epictetus reminds us, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This is the price of self-mastery. Do not seek validation, seek wisdom. Detach yourself from the need for recognition. If you do good, do it because it is right, not because others will see it. If you face criticism, assess whether it holds truth. If it does, learn from it. If not, dismiss it. Let go of the need to explain yourself to everyone. A lion does not concern itself with the opinion of sheep. The more indifferent you become to external validation, the freer you are. At the end of each day, practice self-examination. Reflect on your actions. Were you patient? Did you control your emotions? Did you allow external events to dictate your inner peace? Marcus Aurelius journaled nightly, reviewing his behavior and identifying areas for improvement. Do the same. Growth is a daily effort. The goal of Stoicism is not perfection, it is progress. Some days you will fail. You will lose your temper. You will worry about things beyond your control. You will seek approval. That is part of the process. A Stoic does not dwell on mistakes. They learn from them and move forward. The journey to wisdom is endless, but with each day you become stronger. You have taken a journey through the powerful practice of negative visualization, a tool not for despair, but for strength, resilience, and gratitude. By training your mind to prepare for loss, you free yourself from the fear of it. By contemplating adversity, you become immune to its sting. The world around you no longer dictates your peace, you do. So until next time, act wisely and act Stoic.